Welcome back, and welcome to the next LoopSeek tutorial. Today, we'll take a look at the upload process. This part will be fairly quick, and then we'll move on to the editor, where loop detection and everything else happens. Let's upload something. I'll just load an EXS file here, or basically just drag something in, like a choir sample. Now it asks, keep existing loop, or find new. For now, we'll keep the existing loops. That way, the loops from Logic are imported directly. So what we want to do now is optimize this. You can see the file size here, about 16 megabytes. For some devices, that can already be quite a lot. For example, on OPXY, that's already about a quarter of the total RAM. So let's try to reduce the size. For that, we go to Helix algorithm and try to move the loop point further forward. Let's switch to global blend mode. Then we move this forward a bit and bring the global setting up again so we roughly cut the size in half. Now we run find. Right away, I can see that this blend mode probably isn't the best one. This one looks better. This could work. That one as well. Let's listen to it. For a first pass, this actually sounds pretty good. So now we apply it to all samples. Again, the question. Keep per sample wouldn't make sense here, because then each sample would search around its current position. Instead, we want all samples to follow this reference loop points. Then the system searches nearby and adjusts each sample individually. So these are not all identical. The system always tries to find the best possible loop point for each sample. Let's listen again. Honestly, it still sounds pretty good. At this point, we could already go to export and say we want this for OPXY. Now we're down to about 8.3 megabytes, which is totally fine. If we export for OPXY, it will use automatically cut at loop end and add about 32 samples after the loop. But I want to show you another feature. There's also a trim mode. Here you can go through the samples and define roughly where they should end. Let's take one of the longer ones as a reference. Then I'll disable the keyboard again so it doesn't get in the way. You can do this for loops or one-shots. It works everywhere, but you can't cut inside a loop. Then you can use batch to apply this to all samples. Now apply. Let's check it quickly. That looks about right. Now all samples are trimmed, although I can already see one here that's still much longer than the others. When samples come from the auto sampler, they're usually more consistent. But with imported material, you never really know. And that's basically it. That's the whole idea.